What's up, guys? We're back again with an Electro Giant deck that will shock everyone. We're going to be trolling ladder with a 2.1 Elixir Cycle deck. Electro Giant has never moved this fast before, and before our opponents even know what's happening, we're going to be dropping 2 Electro Giants at the river. This is a complete joke of a deck. I only have 1 Elixir cost cards to support my big Electro Giant boy, but maybe we can whirl all of our opponents' units and brain around so none of their counters can ever be found. Archer Queens, Dark Goblins, Musketeers, nothing is safe from Electro Giant. There's 2 massive problems with this deck. I don't have an Earthquake or Lightning, so my Electro Giants can easily break through. And secondly, if I play against an Electro Giant, a Golem, or any beatdown push, I literally only have Skeletons as my damage per second. So I'm wondering if it's even possible to finish off big tank pushes. This could be the greatest meme deck we've ever made, or it could fail spectacularly. One thing's for sure, it's gonna be a ton of fun. So let's go jump straight some games and assert dominance. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you never miss out on any of the daily videos. Thanks to everyone that's using credit code SirTag to support the channel. All right, so we got a game against Yimpy. I was actually gonna read his name as Wimpy, and you know what? I think everything feels wimpy in the face of an Electro Giant. Okay, this is amazing for me. I can just easily activate King Tower with this Hog Rider, take absolutely no damage from that, but the Ice Spirit was pretty obnoxious. And then I can go in for an E-Giant in the back and build up a big push. Most of the time when you E-Giant at the start of the game, you're gonna bait out your opponent's building. And then you go for the E-Giant in the lane that matters. He's very furious. He already just gave us the King Angry emote. So he's gonna get his anger leveled up when we drop a level 16 E-Giant in his face.
You did what?
The best thing is it goes directly towards the cannon. So the cannon's gonna die a lot faster now. I can Heal Spirit to keep our E-Giant alive a little bit longer, and then we might be okay. We'll have to wait and see how this works, but I think we put in a lot more work. Yo, he's slowing it down with an Earthquake. That is so freaking desperate. That's hilarious, man. Oh my gosh. I basically killed it too. That is hilarious how much value I got from that. Okay, we have to Fire Spirit, and then we got to go for like a Heal Spirit. No, since we activate King Tower, we don't have to do anything else. But every single time he goes in for a Hog Rider, I can counter it with a Tornado for a good trade. Because he doesn't have an Ice Golem in the deck. He only has Giant Skeleton to body block and protect his Hog Rider. So I'm stoked. I'm going to E-Giant, and if he Hog Riders, yes, he's not going to let me go in for a mirrored up E-Giant, but I'll get a +1 trade. So in the end, it's worth it for me. Where are you going to drop your cannon, man? Do you think I have a big spell like Earthquake or Lightning? Because that's why he dropped the cannon in that particular placement last time. I think he's just going to keep doing that again and again. We're a Tornado here. Make sure that we minimize the amount of damage. Great Skeletons afterward because he knew that I was going to Tornado, so he got damage with the Skeletons. So this guy, you know, most of the time we're hoping that we control people and easily just take him out, but this guy knows his timings. Those Skeletons were so good. It gave him a lot more damage than he usually would get.
As you can see, I'm a genius.
Oh, you know what? We're playing against a good player. You thought we would drop Skeletons and he made another prediction. That was a failure. That was good for us. I'll take that every day of the week. Both of the towers are able to damage down the Giant Skeleton. He's already got back to another one. It looks like he's running a pretty strong deck as well. Like, this is definitely one of the top decks in Clash Royale. He doesn't have Log and Cycle for a little bit, so I'm going to go for a Heal Spirit, keep our E-Giant healthy, and he got back to Log. Wow, this deck is annoying. Speaking from the E-Giant perspective, it's obnoxious. That's when you know it's bad.
Wait.
Okay, I'm going to go in for an E-Giant here, and we're going to Tornado his Archer Queen right into the Electro Giant. He must be furious right now. He's so sad and angry that he's silent. He's just one of those people that is like fuming in a corner, and there's no way for him to come back. With 22 seconds remaining, all he can do is sit there and spam angry faces.
A few rage emotes later.
Look at the beautiful train of Electro Giants rushing through on the left-hand side while this guy just continues to spam the angry face. I feel like a super sinister sir. Let's get it. So obviously, we want to go and command a very strong presence at the start. I want to go for Fire Spirits and get this guy fired up. I want him to drop a building or something that he's not supposed to. If they go for buildings at the start on top of a Fire Spirit because their card cycle is just really garbage, like maybe drop like a Goblin Cage because they're like, at least I'll get some counter push out of it. And then you go for mirrored up Electro Giant, you will win the game, even if you've got a meme deck like mine. We are trolling ladder with the fastest and most furious Electro Giant deck in the game. This isn't that bad for me. This might look terrible. This might look horrendous, but I'm feeling like we can be successful if I play this just right. So I'm going to E-Giant on the right-hand side, and I'm going to go in for a Fire Spirit since it will be able to kill the Musketeer. And I might be able to defend this if I play this just okay. I'm going to go for Skeletons here. We should be able to go and pull that. Then I'm going to Ice Spirit since it will be able to stop most of the Musketeer damage. I can Heal Spirit, and then I can Fire Spirit after, and I'm not going to take much damage from that last Musketeer. We've got a level 16 Electro Giant on the loose. Oh my gosh. Oh, I was laughing for a second, and then I realized that he had Elite Barbarians. I would have won the game if you didn't have that card, but here we go. Let's just do a full circle of Electro Giants everywhere. That's how Clash Royale is meant to be played, right? So we can go in for a bandit counter here with the skeletons. It's not necessarily going to full counter because the second tower wasn't shooting the bandit there, but it's not going to dash out of my tower after, so that's why we did that particular placement. Yo, E-Giant is putting in work. I love this card so much whenever I'm playing it, but when I play against it, it is my mortal foe. Okay, that is 100% going to click the ability. Ooh, we were fast today. Let's go. Okay, so I think I go in for E-Giant at the river because he's going to drop something on the Fire Spirit. No, he doesn't. Okay, 3 Musketeers and let me tornado them all into the E-Giant. I know you want to. I know you wanted to. I felt it. Let's see how we can kill them all. Burn them all, E-Giant. You are broken. You are out of your mind unfair. So I dropped 10 elixir there overall. He drops 9 and I get all of that tower damage and he doesn't get any counter push. That is hilarious. Maybe not for him, but for me, it's awesome. All right, so we know he's going to have E-Giant counter with E-Barbs, but I can mirror up the Heal Spirit and probably just keep my stuff alive. Wait, will my E-Giant ever die? Will my E-Giant ever die? It doesn't look like it today. Oh my gosh. I love this game so much. Oh my goodness. Let's go for another E-Giant. Let's just meme on him right now. Even if you go into this, can you stop the E-Giants? Even if you go for Elite Barbarians, you can't heal up that amount of damage, bro. It's too much stuff. The goose is loose. I'm going to go in for another E-Giant, Heal Spirit, and it's not going to die. We can mirror it up. We can keep it healed up forever. I think he's going to 3 Musketeers and we can just tornado it off. No, he's still in it. He's still in it to lose it, not in it to win it. Oh my gosh, the Ice Spirit stunned it so the E-Giant makes its mark on the tower and we walk away with a dominant display. Crushing mirrored up Elite Barbarians with a Golden Knight. Honestly, this meme deck is way better than I thought. Electro Giant Mirror needed a much bigger nerf. All right, so jumping into this one against Mr. Master from Team Outlaws. You know what? You'd probably want to outlaw our deck as soon as you play against it the first time. You're like,
this is too stupid for me to ever play against again in Clash Royale.
And you know what, bro? It's gonna get a little bit worse for you. I'm easily able to activate King Tower with that Hog Rider and then follow up with the Fire Spirit. And if you've got Ice Golem, you've got a different version than the one that we played against earlier. Last time we played against someone that had Giant Skeleton. Ice Golem, I won't be able to pull that to the King Tower or move that away from his Hog Rider. So that could definitely create some more potential problems for us. With the Electro Spirit, it should chain on into all the bats, and I might be able to finish it off with the E-Giant now. So that's beautiful. No damage zone for that Hog Rider part 2. And look at the princess. She's going to finish herself off. She's just like, Jake, I don't deserve to be in this world any longer. I'm fighting for the enemy. And you know, she came to the dark side for us. Okay, I want to go in for E-Giant because it's able to kill the Mini P.E.K.K.A. and it's going to be able to kill the bats. This is one of the most clunky and uncomfortable defenses in Clash Royale history. When you drop an E-Giant on defense into a Mini P.E.K.K.A. and it works out, it's like, how? How is that allowed, right? The Mini P.E.K.K.A. is supposed to be a counter to me, but the E-Giant still stays alive and doesn't care. Man, he is not having a good time. It's going to zap his tower too. Oh my god. You just know that they are not having a good time when they take damage into that. Like, I dropped an E-Giant on defense. It already gave me the 7 worth of elixir, and this guy's just going to be spamming yawning faces the entire game right now. Even though we're running a complete meme deck, he's not having a fun time. So I'm going to go and pull that with the Electro Spirit. We should be able to stop the Hog Rider and still not take any damage besides the Ice Golem death damage. And that's pretty good. You know what? Since he only has Mini P.E.K.K.A. in the deck, can I just mirror up Electro Giants and take his tower? I don't think it's possible for him to defend this at all. There's no freaking way. Oh my gosh, this is the best one. This is going to be my favorite game all day. Because if my opponent has to rocket that and then drop a Mini P.E.K.K.A., I can Heal Spirit. And then I can keep my E-Giants alive. And then I can thrive even more. It's a beautiful sight to see, baby. All right, so we know he's going to go in for bats and then go in for a log to try to finish this off a little bit faster. I'm going to Heal Spirit here. I'm going to try to get away with a tornado so we can finish off the princess and pull it in. Oh, she just got one tapped. She got yeeted and deleted. I feel like that Mini P.E.K.K.A. is on overtime and he's just not getting paid enough elixir. I feel bad for him. He deserves a bit better of a life.
Look at you, not even conscious, and still determined to show the world what you can do.
You know what? You dealt with one of them. How about a little bit more fun, buddy? How about a little bit more action? Yo, that Ice Golem isn't even able to cross the river. That Ice Golem is getting blocked. I'm just going to keep spamming. I think this deck needs a huge nerf. Like, this isn't very good in some situations. Obviously, if you're playing against like a Golem or another Electro Giant deck, you aren't able to kill their stuff. But If you're playing against someone without a building, there is no way they can stop you because you've just got like Electro Giant on speed dial. You call him up and he takes towers out. Wow, this guy isn't even giving us emotes. He just pieced out. Hopefully he didn't break his phone to pieces. Hey, he's giving us some question marks. He's contemplating life and wondering where he went wrong. Where did he get the bad karma to play against our deck? All right, so we got a game against Sonic. What's up, my dude? We're going to be rushing through and sprinting towards success with our Ice Spirit. You guys already know the deal. If we're going to go into a Sparky deck, it's not necessarily going to be the thing that I want to play against because we can't necessarily reset the Sparky with our Electro Giant as much as we would want. I'm going to Electro Spirit here with the Fire Spirit and try to just bait out some extra elixir. If he doesn't, I'm going to be so sad because I have to sacrifice so much damage on my big E-Giant boy. Wait, this isn't super bad for me. I can Heal Spirit to keep the E-Giant a little bit healthier. And then I can go for skeletons. I can Tornado the Inferno Dragon into the Electro Giant. And maybe just kill the Royal Giant. Yeah, no, that kind of worked. It wasn't the best, but I mean, I vibe with it. I'm going to have to go in for a Fire Spirit here to soak it up. And then I'm going to go in for an Electro Spirit after to reset everything. I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit to pull everything back. What a random freeze from our opponent. I wasn't ready for that, man. This is quite a twist. Okay, so here's the thing. We're playing against Sparky with Freeze and Mini P.E.K.K.A. Those are great ways of stopping the Electro Giant. The Electro Giant shocks don't actually occur if he's frozen. So he's going to get thawed out real fast if we have any chances of winning. Otherwise, we're just going to take a blast from the past with that Sparky in our face every single time. It's a beautiful sight to see when we can Tornado the Sparky into that, because then the Sparky's going to take some extra damage when it shoots, but still not easy because now I can't mirror up my Electro Giant. We know what his card cycle is. It's going to be Royal Giant Freeze, which I mean, I just haven't seen before. I'm going to Heal Spirit here. I'm going to go in for an Ice Spirit afterwards because it has a longer stun. I'm going to Skeletons and Electro Spirit and then use our Tornado to the best of our ability and pull that back. The Royal Giant is really painful when that gets tower damage.
I'm coming for you!
The Tornado it back twice so that it still doesn't get damage. Don't mind me. I'm just procrastinating my math homework out here, guys. We don't want to take those calculations. Too much damage to the face. Okay, so he's got Mini P.E.K.K.A. back in cycle with Sparky. If I Electro Giant, it's not going to be good. It's just going to be a losing battle if I do that. So I need him to go in for it in the back, and then I go other side with Electro Giant. So I'm going to Fire Spirit here and try to get something out of him. I really want him to go and drop the wrong stuff. That is not what we wanted to see at all. Maybe we can just go head over heels into it and then use the Electro Spirit to stop his Sparky. That's what I'm aiming for right now. I'm really hoping this works. I'm trying to chain everything on so the Electro Spirit jumps onto the Sparky and resets it. Let's freaking go, baby! That's so clean! That worked out way better than I thought it would. And then the Heal Spirit almost worked. Jeez. All right, I need to do this. Ice Spirit, Tornado. If the Ice Spirit and all that stuff works here, we can eat the damage on the other side with the Skeletons. We should be able to stop that. And the Sparky doesn't take tower with 2 shots. It needs a little bit more damage.
This is fine.
So I might be able to make this work if I play this just well enough. The Electro Giant and Electro Spirit needs to chain on. The Electro Spirit did not chain on, but it's okay. I think it's okay. I'm willing it to be okay right now because I need it to be okay, okay? You feel me out here? I'm going to E-Giant into this, and I'm going to pray that it finds a way. I'm going to go for an Ice Spirit, Skeletons, and then use the power of the Tornado with the Royal Giant coming down. Maybe we can Tornado it twice. Yo, it's just not happening. Guys, I tried my absolute hardest in this game, but it didn't work out. That Royal Giant is going to do too much damage. And to be fair, if I didn't play against the Zap there, we would have had Skeletons with Ice Spirit to kill the Royal Giant and had a lot more attempts with our Electro Giant in the right-hand side. Well played to our opponent. Somehow his crazy deck had way too many counters to me with the Zap for the Skeletons, the Sparky, the Mini P.E.K.K.A., and the Freeze for the E-Giant. There was just no way for me to break through. But you know what? We'll bounce on the next one and we'll get a redemption arc there. So after taking that gigantic loss to Sparky, I will lose a ton of trophies if I lose this game. So that's not going to happen. That is not in our code of conduct. If this guy wants to spam at the river, we've got the Electro Giant to cordially greet him. If he doesn't, I guess I'm going to go for Heal Spirit and play Hide and Seek and make him think that I've got a different deck. Geez, I think I'll probably only get like 24, 25 trophies from winning this game. So we definitely need to win this one. I'm going to go for an Electro Giant in the back. Because I have Tornado, I feel comfortable doing this. I don't know if it's the right play, but I'm really hoping this man also doesn't have an E-Giant deck. Because if you think about it, the only thing that I can do to damage down the E-Giant is Skeletons. And they die. So that's not good. It looks like we're playing against an E-Giant deck.
Oh, come on, Clash Royale. Don't tilt me right now. I just lost the game.
I just got absolutely annihilated. I can't have this happen again. Okay, if I go in for a Heal Spirit here, maybe I can keep my E-Gen alive. He's got an Inferno Dragon with his version. Wait, this is really good for us because the Goblin Cage is 100% dead. I can maybe mirror up my tornadoes and activate King Tower against his E-Giant. I think that's the only way I can win this. I literally think this is the only way I can defend. So here we go. We're going to try it. We're going to go in for the double tornado power. If you don't know now, you know. You aren't able to do that with a singular tornado, so you have to drop 2 of them. Oh my gosh, that was beautiful. I think that's the first time I've ever seen that work in Clash Royale in my life. And probably for good reason. I just dropped 7 elixir to counter it when it cost 7 elixir. But I guess I got a King Tower activation, so maybe it wasn't too bad. Okay, so I need to bait out his building with my first Electro Giant, so I'm going to go in for it in the same side as his Golden Knight because I need to kill the Golden Knight. Unfortunately, I don't have a champion because I could drop the champion and then mirror up my Electro Giant and drop 2 of them. But I can't. I have to drop a Heal Spirit or something else instead. I'm going to Heal Spirit 100% because I'm able to go in for Electric Spirit and chain on and reset everything a little bit faster and then maybe even kill the Bomber if I'm getting lucky out here. So a Tornado. Finish off the Inferno Dragon if possible. Fire Spirit as well because that Inferno Dragon's sizzling on me today. And we'll see if we can find a way. Okay, I have my mirror again, so I think we're doing a similar tactic as we did last time. Did it work out? Yeah, I think so. I call that an absolute win in my book. Okay, we're going to go for Skeletons here and Electric Spirit and pull that back. And then maybe fabricate a situation where the Inferno Dragon doesn't melt everything because the Goblin Cage is pulling our stuff so far that the Inferno Dragon is giving him a lot of value. He's not even clicking the ability. This man knows. He knows he doesn't need to click the ability right now. He's feeling comfortable. Okay, I got to go for the double tornadoes part like 17 again. So we're going to do that. He's going to lightning. That's not going to be enough. Wait, he lightning. The E-Giant's near the tower.
Why are we still here?
He messed up. Please lose the matchup that you're never supposed to lose in the game. Oh no. The Goblin Cage Brawler is going to do absolute devastation to me. I don't know if I can make this work. I need like Tornado, but I also need to go in for more E-Giants. So I'm going to go for a second E-Giant instead of Tornadoing here. Because I think the Bomber dies anyway. I think the Bomber is in vicinity. He's going to go in for another Goblin Cage Brawler. It should fall. Unless we are crazy right now. I believe we can win this. I'm going to go for a Tornado here. The E-Giant's going to stay alive. I can go for an Electric Spirit. I can just spam. I can spam until my heart's content. And I'll never be content until I win. Come on, E-Giant. Get us into the zapping range. Let's freaking go. So I'm just going to keep spamming. I think this is what we need. When we get momentum, we just keep going for it. We keep risking it. If the Bomber dies, that's a vibe, and it should get hit one more time. It's going to die. Beautiful. An E-Giant again with a Heal Spirit. This should be able to kill all of his spam, and then I can go for a Tornado, so then the Inferno Dragon will die too.
No, I missed the Inferno Dragon. I missed the Inferno Dragon, guys.
Oh, I think I might have just thrown the game. Please, just let me get an E-Giant down in time. I don't think I can. I need to go for like an Electric Spirit first, and then I can go for the E-Giant after. All right, we're going to have to mirror Tornado again. It's triple elixir. This is where the real business comes out. This is where the real spam comes out to play. So we're going to double Tornado. It's going to do a ton of damage. He wasn't ready. He's going to Lightning again, but I don't think the Lightning takes it, so he has to go in for another Lightning and another spell. Oh, he's going to 3-crown me. So I think if you play against an E-Giant deck, you can't necessarily win it. There's no way. Unless they miserably mess up because none of your units can kill an Electro Giant. And then if you pull it to your King Tower too often, you're just going to lose the game. Today was a ton of fun. It was ridiculous to be able to go on a win streak with this deck. And you know what? I'll definitely be doing more challenges just like this in the future. We trolled ladder at the start, but we definitely got trolled at the end. Like if you enjoyed, subscribe for more daily videos, and have an amazing rest of your day.